Here we go. Hey, Wavy. Good morning, everybody. This is Divine Living, a personal growth and wellness show where we talk about being well. Typically, we talk about wellness through the 8 dimensions of wellness. And I'm going to refresh your memory if you have been to this show before. If you haven't, maybe these are new concepts for you. But the 8 dimensions of wellness are spiritual, environmental, intellectual, social, financial, occupational, and physical. This month is Emotional Wellness Month. That is also one of the 8 dimensions, and we'll be taking a dive into what all of that means for this month. If you have been with me this month, you may have seen me in. Let's see, what did we do the first week? Well, the first week of this month was my actual birthday. Yay! Hey, Libra Gang. The first weekend was my actual birthday. So we did a destination celebration in New York City. You couldn't really tell I was in New York City, but I was. I was there. And my daughter and I hung out, did some cool things. Did some cool things, and just celebrated me. Celebrated me. It was cool. It's my first time to New York. My first time to the East Coast, period. So that was cool. That was fun. We we did that. And then last week I had two guests who have their own show here. Uh their own show here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't check that. My apologies. But they have their own show here that talks about You Are Enough. That was Real Sister and OG Blue Phoenix. So yeah, that's what we did last week. So this week, what are we doing? This week is about self-validation. So my friend Nikki is here to hang out with me to talk about this stuff. We're just gonna give a talk. So, no, especially those of you, my friends in red, some of you that aren't in red can join in the conversation to um, just jump in and talk. Let's talk. Let's discuss this stuff. Oh, and I have, if you guys don't know, I am the queen of scavenger hunts. So we're going to play a little scavenger hunt today too. All right. We're going to play a little scavenger hunt too. Hello, Nikki.
Oh, hello.
How are you? These headphones are all over the place because I got this hat on
Wonderful.
today.
I am doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. How are you?
Girl, I'm great. And I'm so happy that you're here to hang out with me this morning.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm so mad I missed last Saturday. They had us come into work on
Oh,
Saturday
no.
as a teacher.
Oh, man. I worked for the school district for a long time. And some people want to hate on the people that work for the school district because they get so much time off. But man, you need it. You need it. You need it. Don't
I'm
be
telling you.
involved with extracurricular things with the kids too, because then you really, really need it. You know, if you find yourself coaching or sponsoring different things, man, that's a lot of energy, y'all. That's a lot of energy. So thank you for your service. Some people right now don't think that's service. We get paid, but shoot, it takes a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. So, all right, y'all. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. This is Divine Living, a personal growth and wellness show where we talk about being well. Um, we talk about being well through the 8 dimensions of wellness. And then I also have a subject that I kind of delve into each week that spins off of those dimensions. So this this month we're talking about emotional wellness, and the subject is for this week is self acceptance or self validation, self emotional validation, self emotional validation. So a lot of people are like, what the heck is that? Right? What is self emotional validation?
Mm.
Yeah. So you can type in the comments what you feel self emotional validation is. I was playing around with if there's a difference of emotional validation and self emotional validation. And there is a difference because we can validate each other. We can validate each other based off of um, a person's feelings or what have you. Let me get you right. I'm sorry. I'm going to make sure that you're good today, and I'm going to check the stuff on the other account. I'm sorry. I apologize for the misunderstanding last week. KB is my friend, and this is his backup page, so we don't want any mishaps this week. Yeah.
And self-validation. You said the two. What were the two that is different?
Emotional validation and self-emotional validation. So knowing the difference, because really it's about you or it's about them. That's the difference there. I was in a deep conversation with someone was like, you don't have to put self on there because emotional is personal already. But emotional can be personal to an individual or the other individual. So if we add the self, what I really want to like really get into today is is what we mean to ourselves, not what we mean to others or what others may feel about us. It's what we mean to ourselves. What we mean into ourselves. What are you thinking? What you got on that pencil?
I'm sitting here thinking about all of the times in my 40s, I'm just becoming aware of how important that question is. Right. And so I'm just thinking about all of the times where in all of my life, I never stopped to ask myself, what do I mean to myself? I was so concerned with the emotional validation of others. Because I thought if I emotionally validated them, it was somehow maybe come back to me. Right.
Yeah. Aquarian's coming up too. I'm going to bring Aquarian soul into the box.
Oh, yeah. Aquarian.
Right now, I'm at work, so don't tell nobody.
I know.
But real quick, I just wanted to add, like, real quick, as far as this conversation goes, like, self-validation and talking about emotional awareness and the necessity of it, right? A lot of times it's necessary for us to realize a lot of the things that we allow happen to us over time. Because, we understand, like, a person can only get away with what you let them get away with. But when we're younger, sometimes we don't think about certain things. And we hold on to that. We feel stupid. We still feel like idiots when we get older because we're like, why did I let this or that happen to me? Why did I catch it sooner? Being able to forgive yourself and realize that it's not a bad thing that you were how you were, that things happened the way that they did, but to really just forgive yourself for those things that happen and realize that, you are a better person, you're becoming better. I think a lot of people don't do that for themselves. They hold on to those feelings of things that happen to them, and then they just, they never heal from that. So I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. Let me go before I get
you. All right. Thank you for the pop in, Aquarian. Thank you for the pop in. That's Aquarian soul, y'all. Thank you. Some of the things that Aquarian just hit on, and I'm hoping that we can kind of touch on these things as the conversation expounds through this morning, was what we allow. So that I want to talk about what boundaries mean. Boundaries. And another thing that I heard Aquarian say was forgiveness and grace. And maybe he didn't say forgiveness, but I felt that. And that's personal forgiveness, forgiveness of your own things, and also giving yourself grace along the way. And one other thing, there are three things that I kind of heard from him. The other thing that I heard was the negative talk, because there is a difference between, and let's push that right now. Let's push that right now. So a lot of times we get caught up in emotional self emotional abuse,
Oh,
abusing ourselves, abusing ourselves. And what does that look like? Because the abuse to ourselves can come in many, many different forms, such as, of course, negative self-talk. Negative self-talk, calling yourself stupid or calling yourself dumb, or, like that was like so stupid of me. I had said I don't know who brought this, and I end up still in the concept, but someone said it to me. I was like, oh, that was so dumb. Talking about something that I had done myself. And this person said, how dare you talk about my friend that way? And I was like, wow, thank you for sticking up for me when I didn't know how to do it myself.
absolutely. No,
You know?
absolutely. We do that all the time. We do that all the time. We say, oh, that's so stupid. That idea
Mm-hmm,
was so dumb. Oh, never mind. Right? We shrink.
mm-hmm,
That is self-emotional abuse. And why do we do that? How do you
mm-hmm.
break out of that cycle?
Yeah. So to me, when I was looking up just this and where I am in my life, that self emotional abuse and like that negative self talk comes back with validation.
Mm,
So the opposite of abuse, self emotional abuse, is self validation.
mm.
And knowing the difference between those and how to push those things with us. So some of the other things for that will kind of count as emotional abuse are um, excessive jealousy. Excessive jealousy. Sometimes we want to overly compare ourselves to something or someone that it becomes like this, I gotta be, this almost obsession. Um, oh yeah, the woe is me mentality. Yeah. Um, or even being intimidated by people, you know? We abuse our own emotions by those things. I don't know, like intimidation isn't something that, I mean, it can be something that people work on trying to intimidate you, but that's an acceptance type of ordeal. Like, I have to accept that they intimidated me,
Right.
you know?
Right. And you
It
have to
doesn't
put
automatically, yeah,
oh,
here comes Aquarian again.
look, Aquarian, stay up.
He's at work.
I'm seeing this is the freaking bathroom that I'm sneaking in so I can talk real quick. All right, so let me not lose what I was going to say before I. All right, so what I was going to say is, you were talking about intimidation when we're talking about self, right? That
Mm-hmm.
can manifest in doubt, right? Doubt is one of those things when you doubt yourself or you doubt your abilities. They can always start out real small, but doubt will always snowball into something bigger. It can start as something simple as, I don't know if I'm capable of doing this, or I don't know if I can do this the right way, or I don't know if anybody will buy my stuff or anybody will like my stuff, like, right? you intimidated yourself out of position. Like, you know. All right. Let me.
Is intimidation doubt?
Is intimidation doubt?
Why are we intimidated?
Sometimes. Fear and doubt. Maybe it's a combination of them both. Because if I'm intimidated by success, it's fearful, and I doubt that I can do it. You know, when Aquarian was talking about how we intimidate ourselves about certain things, then that's why I say it can be fear and doubt, a combination of them, you know, because I'm not going to be successful because somebody else is doing that, or it might, I don't know if it's going to be good enough for them, you know.
But it goes back to that validation piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
And where are we seeking to get that validation? I'm sitting here drawing how all of these things are like interconnected, and it's very hard to pinpoint where the seed is planted, where it starts, the chicken or the egg syndrome here. You seek validation, that you don't get the validation, that breeds doubt, that breeds intimidation, that is emotional abuse, or like self-emotional abuse. Like, where does that start? Oh, so many variables. Exactly.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. If you just tuned in, this is Divine Living. I am Miss Divine. We are in the month of October. October is Emotional Wellness Month. And during Emotional Wellness Month, I'm choosing to do and talk about some things that mean a lot to me. This is my month, y'all. If you missed it, the first weekend of this month was my birthday, and I did a destination celebration show. But we're talking this week about self-emotional validation. We just talked a little about about self-emotional abuse versus self-validation. So, hopefully some of that stuff made a little sense. It did to me. So how do we cultivate emotional intelligence or emotional wellness? How do we do those type of things? What are some key things to use as far as certain obstacles or overcoming obstacles, those type of obstacles? My screen is dark. Hold on. I can't see on this dark screen. Okay.
Emotional wellness. Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
So let's break down a couple of these things. So
that's hard.
Cultivating emotional intelligence or emotional wellness. We talked about fear and doubt. So fear, especially like fear of being vulnerable, that can be a really, really scary thing. Which also leads, do you think, to that intimidation, being vulnerable about things. So how do we overcome even just that, like fear of vulnerability? What are some things that we can do to overcome the thoughts of, oh my gosh, they're going to hear me, they're going to see me? I know that was something about me. If people didn't know me before this show, you would think that it would be weird to say, but I am an extremely shy girl turned featured show host. And I had to press that button myself. I'm so for real now. Like, there are a few people in here. I think Shimmer just came in, but that knew me before I would even touch the live button. You know, we talked about that the first week. The guest, my first week, PH had known me before I would push that live button, you know, because I didn't want people to see me. I didn't want people to hear me. I just wanted to be like, oh, I'm just going to sit back here and chill in the comments. So we have to create our own safe place, our own non-judgment place, a space for us to be able to share our emotions, to be able to promote active listening for ourselves. So even when it became a place of going live, I had to have the confidence in knowing that this is my space, you know, this is my space. And the things that I don't like, I don't have to put up with.
Oh, yes.
So that goes back to those boundaries too. The things that I don't like, I don't have to put up with. I was watching a Instagram reel the other day, and there was a young, he had to be in his teens. He was like, I'm not saying please when someone is treating me unkind. Please don't talk to me like that. Please don't treat me this way. Because what does my please, how can I control you? You know, I'm not going to ask you to please. It's what I want. It's my boundaries. It's what makes me feel good. So why am I saying, Nikki, please don't talk to me like that?
Wow.
You know?
I think there are
setting boundaries.
Sometimes, though, I do think that when you can model how you want to be treated, you can model how you're supposed to talk to people and how you're supposed to treat others. I think that that is how we can cultivate emotional wellness, or emotional, what is it called? Emotional awareness, right? Mm-hmm. By seeing other people who model it. Because I will say that growing up, if I had grown up with this type of knowledge and this dialogue that we're having and the availability of these tools, I think I can imagine how much further ahead I would be on my journey to emotional wellness. That's how I feel. And so I think surrounding yourself with people who are on that same journey, talking about these things, having real conversations about them is a tool to kind of help like that. And also modeling and practicing and rehearsing how you want to be and how you want to be treated. And Aquarian is saying, look, I gain strength by helping others realize their power. Sometimes we can have the best not actually follow it ourselves. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know that truth for real myself. I used to coach dance. I'm not a dancer, but I coached dance for 6-7 years, high school dance. And I coached the dance team because they were going to get rid of the dance team. It had a very negative light on it. So they were going to disassemble the team for the school. And when I told the girls, I said, you don't want me as your coach. You don't want me to do this. And they're like, no, we need you. We need you. We need you. And so I went out and I got girls who thought about being dancers, And I said, if you think about it, I'll make you believe it. And with that, so many different things had happened. It's what we believe. It's what we speak. It's how we validate ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, we can do so much. One of the things too, what that is important when overcoming or realizing what self-validation is surrounding yourself with people of like mind. You know, sometimes we get into these automatic circles that don't promote our own well-being, right? And that's when we become like intimidated. We find ourselves in restraints of old habits, and just not being well. So I want to play a game. And I'm hoping that there are some people in the comments to play the game. So let me know if you're in a place to play this game. It's a scavenger hunt, and it's not a hard scavenger hunt. And Nikki, I want to have you, since you're in the box right now, and all those that want to play. I'm trying to see what you would have in that space that you're in right now, Nikki, to go.
So many things.
Okay.
Not right now, I can't. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Here. Laura. Here you go.
This isn't hard, guys. It is a emotional wellness scavenger hunt. That's what we're playing right now. An emotional wellness scavenger hunt. Now, I am the queen of scavenger hunts. I really am. There's a couple of shows that I've been on here on the app that says that I'm the queen. So I'm currently the reigning champion on a Tuesday scavenger hunt here on the app. If y'all want to come and beat me, but I doubt if it'll happen. I've won 3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row.
She said it ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
It's not. I'm the queen of scavenger hunts. There was another show. Every time they played, I won the scavenger hunt. So nope. I know. Hopefully I'll have the time to play CoComelons too. I haven't aligned my schedule that way. So the first thing on the scavenger hunt is to find. It's not very many things on here.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yes. Yes, I am the reigning champion of BD's Ghetto Scavenger Hunt. To find, come on, comments. Can y'all see that? It's probably backwards. Is it backwards to you?
Oh, I know where that is. It's all the way. I can go get it? Or is it the first one? It have to be in this room?
No, it doesn't have to be in this room. But I want everybody to see if you have it too. Go find it. Go get it. Yay! Who else has one? Who else has a gratitude jar or journal?
Jar. This isn't really
jar or journal.
Let me go run and get my gratitude journal because I really got one.
She really has one. Oh shoot, I know. Who else has a gratitude jar or journal? Anybody? No one else has a gratitude jar or journal? We're talking about self emotional validation as well as emotional wellness. And what the purpose of a self gratitude or a gratitude jar or a gratitude journal may be. Gratitude. What is gratitude? Anybody want to? Nikki said, I got more than one. The question is right now, Nikki, what is gratitude?
Ooh.
What is gratitude?
Appreciation. Thankfulness, right?
I'm going to grab mine. Hold on.
I'm out of breath. I'm not even going to lie, y'all. I really.
Oh no! I wanted you to keep talking, but now you're all out of breath. Tell people what's in your gratitude journal, or what type of things you put in your gratitude journal.
Yes. So I love this gratitude journal. So basically what it does is it asks me, what is the focus today? My morning meditation. Then I have to put a positive affirmation down. Then I write a little blurb about what I am grateful for in this morning. Then I write something about what I'm excited for, and then how I will make space for gratitude. So this is just a very quick morning activity that you can do. Then that night, there's a reflection, right? And I write down good things that happened today, things I did to make a positive difference, how I felt today, some notes on the side, and a positive thought to carry me to sleep. Like it's a full morning routine and evening routine. So I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it.
My gratitude journal's not on my desk.
I have so many desks in here and I need to stop. So many.
But it's a pretty simple thing too. Like this one that I just bought, it kind of digs into gratitude too. Today is, what is today? Today the 21st. Okay. Mm-hmm. This one talks about questions and memories, and it gives you like years of just asking questions to reflect on different things. So I'm going to talk about why this book is meaningful to me. It is a 5-year question a day. Do you have that one? Nikki and I have a lot of stuff. You guys are welcome to hang out with us if you want to come and jump in the box and kind of talk this stuff too. So come on and join in the box too. So
we're sisters, we really are though too. Which
okay. Is shoot. So yeah. My thing is with each day in the morning, I take some time to write just the things that I am thankful for, you know. And sometimes it can be minor. I used to do a writing group and I'd be like, I'm so thankful for my smooth writing pen. And it took a lot for me to find some smooth writing pens, but it is important to me to be able to write and to write it with a consistent flow. I don't know, y'all. I'm not going to get too crazy into all of that, but it's important to me.
Tell me what your pens are. I love a good writing pen. I love a good writing pen.
Now, it's crazy because I was in love with this really, really generic pen, a very, very generic pen. It came from the Dollar Tree and they stopped making them. But I was so in love with this pen, so in love. So now it's just a ballpoint paper mate pen. My bag is gone. A ballpoint paper mate pen is all that's my love right now. But it has to be a specific point. You know.
Listen, it's uncanny how similar we are. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that right now because I have my specific pen. This is the pen, the Pilot pen. I have to only write with the Pilot V5.
Right? Yes, pens matter. Pens matter. Pens matter. Pens matter. And I'm one that I have a gel pen right here right now, but I'm not really fans of gel pens. Give me a smooth writing ballpoint pen. A smooth writing ballpoint pen. That's what I love. Don't make the tip too thick because I don't want the ink to be all smurry and all that kind of stuff. But I have all kinds of pens and markers though, all over my desk. So,
look at this. Maybe fine point.
who's ready to play the next line of the game? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, I'm saying these things because during our time of self-validation, we need to take the time to enjoy some other things that we almost normalize in our everyday life, but we don't take the moments to what's the word that I want to say? We don't take time to like internalize what these things can do and help us with validation. So the next one is, do you have it, guys? If you don't run and get the things in the scavenger hunt, throw some sunflowers in the chat too to say that you have these items. So the first one was a gratitude jar or journal, and a gratitude jar or journal can also it encourages us to focus on the positive moments in our lives. So the next one is it's a cozy blanket. It's a cozy blanket. What does a cozy blanket do for you? Right? My cozy blanket is over there on the couch, but I can grab it. I have many blankets. Every chair has a blanket. Well, my couch, my love seat, both have blankets. My bed has a weighted blanket. I put the weighted blanket on the foot of my bed, so when I go to sleep, my feet are resting under the weight. It does something different for me in the relaxation. So I have a weighted blanket, and sometimes I just take and I have two different size weighted blankets. I have an adult weighted blanket and I have a child's weighted blanket, because adult weighted blankets can be really heavy, and sometimes I don't need to be that cozy. But the other one just gives you a nice little snuggle. What does your cozy blanket mean to you?
I think you said it. It's that comfort. It's that warmth. It's that, it just, I guess it kind of, if I were to think about it, it reminds me of what a baby must feel like when they're all bundled up and wrapped up and just kept and loved and secure. I think that's what it does. I put blankets similar to you. I have a blanket. You can always find the blanket anywhere in the room. Every room is going to be something for you to wrap up in.
Yeah. Coco Fairy was in the comments talking about how heavy my adult blanket is. It is you can't. You don't. Like I said, I have two. I have a light one, like a child's weighted blanket, and then I have an adult one. Like that adult one is heavy, heavy. I can't fold it up by myself. There's no fluffing of this weighted blanket. You'll break your wrist, elbow, and shoulder trying to fluff out that blanket. Yes, that thing is heavy. So you gotta straighten it out and fold it over. And then I also have a heated blanket too. Does anybody else have a heated blanket?
I'm coming over to Divine's house. Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. Wait a minute though. She sold me on the weighted blanket. Now she says she got the heated blanket. I know
I do.
I know where the slumber party is.
Yes, right? Yes. Come on over.
Go to Amazon.
Come on over. Dude, wait. I carry blankets in my car.
I do have a nice blanket in the car because you never know.
Yeah. I find myself like I'm a hoarder of blankets, I guess. I find myself trying to have blankets so I can give them away. Yes. So if someone else needs a blanket, then I'm ready to give a blanket away too. A cozy blanket.
Home Goods is horrible. They always have the nice, soft blankets,
Yes.
right? They know exactly when we're coming. They all look
Right.
great. Colors.
Right. Some people need like extreme colors. All my blankets right now are either gray or blue. I don't know what that means, but all of them are gray or blue. Let's see. A cozy blanket can remind us to take some time to relax and unwind. So,
Yeah.
oh, what are you saying?
What do you
Oh,
say? What do you say?
he said I should have like sunflower blankets and give them away.
Oh, sunflower. Oh, I know what we definitely need. We need to get Miss Divine a sunflower blanket so she can have it
Yes,
right there on her chair.
exactly. My birthday has passed, but this is the season of giving. This is, thank you, Shin. Thank you.
It's still the month. Blue, calm, gray, neutral.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to find one more thing. We want to find one more thing.
Yeah.
The next thing, guys, if you have this, you can come share what yours means too. I would love to hear what it means to you. I'm going to throw up the next thing for the scavenger hunt. If you have it, throw some sunflowers in the chat. Oh gosh. Oh, Shin, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep, Shin. Here we go. Can you see that? Scented candle or essential oil? Scented candle or essential oil? So what's the oil that you have right there?
I have
What scent is that?
lavender.
Awesome. Awesome.
Peppermint. Lavender and vanilla, I think, are my favorite essential oil smells.
I'm gonna go grab mine real quick because I want to share. Go ahead and share what your candle is and what it means to you too.
Twin, I cannot believe you. That's so crazy. Wow. That is so funny. This one's crushed lavender that I have. I love you too. Yo, we just be like, oh my God, my kids are bugging. Sorry, guys. My kids are like, it's Saturday cleanup time and they're having a meltdown. They're definitely having a meltdown. Yo. But again, Home Goods, heaven or hell, basically. Hold on one second. Let me go close my door.
Oh, you get on my nerves. Okay, so I have two candles that I wanted to share with you guys. Two candles. These candles are important to me because they are from a local small business owner. And no, Coco Fairy says she bought them, but she didn't buy these. I bought these myself. So this one, is that the one I want to share first? Okay. This one is called, can you read that?
No, something.
Cuffing season. Cuffing season. It's called cuffing season. And the fragrance on cuffing season is cinnamon, green leaves, and cedar.
Oh yes. Cozy.
And like these are my candles for this season. Like it's all nice and cold. I can take the blanket that reminds me to unwind and burn my candles and or essential oils. I have incense too, but all of those things. And the other one, I know I'm going to get some slack for this one. The other one is called, I don't know if I want to tell y'all.
What is it called?
It's called, let's see.
Oh! I saw it.
But it actually means warm apple pie. So automatically everybody's thinking something else. It's called warm apple pie.
I bet it is warm. Just like that
warm. This one is like almost gone. It's way down here. Listen,
I don't know if that makes it any better. That just makes it even. People like, oh,
right.
Yummy. Listen, I said, listen. It's all the same thing,
right? Right. Oh gosh. But to bring us back, y'all, the fragrance in this one is cinnamon, apple, and pie crust. Ooh. This person put pie crust, a fragrance of pie crust, in this candle.
You be eating all night long. You like that?
Oh, yeah.
Like that candle.
This candle just does so much for me. So much for me.
I definitely am going to need that candle.
Yeah. So
I think I'm going to get that for my mother. All you can eat.
So candles help create a soothing atmosphere and indulge in aromatherapy. So
they do. And you guys, again, Home Goods, Miss Divine has talked about all these things that you can go to your local home goods store and pick up today and recreate. You can go to Dollar Tree, honestly. They might not have the blanket, but you can recreate all of this. You can get your gratitude journal. You can go get your candles. You can get your lavender. You can get your blanket. And you can just have a nice little cozy, calm corner. And put all your things right there. Cozy, calm corner. And that, what you just recreated for us, is a part of that emotional validation.
Right? Yes.
Making yourself feel good. Making yourself feel sitting in it, right?
Yes, definitely. Thank you for bringing it back, because that's what hope is brought in this show. So many times we think that we have to have that extreme tangible things, but it's the small things that add up to create major victories for us, So if it's the blanket, if it's a throw blanket, if it's a weighted blanket, if it's a scented candle, there's some other things that we probably won't have time to get into, but I'm gonna put out one more just so you guys can have an idea. So we talked about a gratitude. I like this one. I was at Nikki's place, and this isn't something that you can. I wasn't at her place, but at in her live or show that she was doing. And I really like this, and I don't know if you can share, because I don't even have it yet. And she probably can't. It's not a physical thing that you can share, but this.
Oh, yes.
Yes. A self-care playlist. Yes. So I can't go and find this, but it is part of your own scavenger hunt, guys. Throw in the chat some sunflowers if you have a self-care playlist. Do you have a self-care playlist? I need to work on mine. I'm bad with playlists. I really am. Like,
You know what you can do? You go to Spotify, pull that up on your computer, and you type that in there, or even Apple Music. I don't know what kind of phone you have, but you just go on there and you first find one that's already made, and then you like the songs.
Okay.
Because you like it and you hear it, and you just do that. And I'll give you guys a self-care a group that I like is called Beautiful Chorus. Oof. Anything they put out, I mean, listen, I'm about to jam. I'm about to rock them all day because Miss Divine got me looking around the room like I'm about to reorganize and create my self-care calm down corner over here. Beautiful Chorus though. Oh, you can start there if you don't know where to go. But Spotify, Apple Music, they have ones that are already curated.
You can never have too many playlists, G-Way. This one specifically is to create an atmosphere of self-love and validation, self-validation. So think about the words. I know you do that. Think about the words, that are being played during this music, I can't believe that this hour has gone by so fast. We're coming down to the very bottom here. And I'm hoping that through this little thing that I did today, you got a different feel from Divine. Some things that I'm working on myself, some things that I am aiming to do myself. Again, October is my month. It's mine. It was created and designed just for Divine. So it's all about emotional wellness. I can be all over in my emotions, so I do a check, for myself. And when I become emotionally overloaded, there are some things that I do automatically. I take off my shoes so I can feel the ground under my feet. I take off my shoes and I tune into my senses. What do I hear? What do I smell? How do I feel physically to touch? And those things that we talked about today all enhance that. Your favorite candle, essential oil, being wrapped in the blanket, playing music that touches your inner being, all those things help us cultivate a foundation for self-love. Loving yourself to erase that negative self-talk, that emotional abuse, the emotional self-abuse that we may encounter of ourselves. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm hoping that you all got something. One of the other sentences, I don't do a lot of this, but maybe it's something that you can check for your scavenger hunt. Some other things are we did a candle, we did a blanket. You can also do like journal notebooks, your notebook. What is your favorite book or magazine? Giving yourself something to read, not just write, but to inhale some of that, stuff. We did the playlist. We talked about gratitude. This is one I don't have much of. I don't keep a lot of snacks in my house. I don't have snacks. I don't have things to drink in my house. Typically, it's just water, and I don't have snacks.
I got too many snacks.
It said healthy on there too, Nikki. It said healthy.
I try, but then I buy them. I don't eat them. I don't eat the healthy ones. Unhealthy snacks.
Yeah. So
I like the French fries and mozzarella sticks.
not the French fries and Nazis. Oh wow. Y'all, this has been divine living. I'm thankful that Nikki came in to hang out with me. I don't know how often I'll do this way, but I liked it like this. I really did. We'll have guests other times, and sometimes we go and just hang around and talk. So if my people, my Reds for in particular, if you ever want to just come in and just hang out and talk, y'all, I want this as a safe place for us. Come and hang out and talk. Let's talk through this stuff. How do we work through this stuff? We're talking about self-acceptance, self-validation, and how we speak to ourselves. Love yourself. Create the atmosphere of a safe place for yourself. Erase the negative boundaries and create safe and healthy boundaries. You know, know you, right? Know you, know
Can I share a
you.
book I'm reading, Divine? I started reading it today.
Do.
I don't know if it would be helpful for anybody, but talking about negative self-help or talk and validation, I'm in the process of finishing some work that I started years ago. And you know, I beat myself up about the fact that I didn't finish it. And somebody posted 40 things I wish I knew by 40 on Instagram. And I was trying to find out where this book was from. And it's not a book I would have ever typically read, because I do believe the book, and you know, it's about someone who didn't probably want to continue on. But it's such a great read so far. It's called Reasons to Stay Alive. Reasons to Stay Alive.
Wow.
It is such a fascinating, great book. And I would never have picked anything up like this, but it talks about depression. It talks about negative emotional abuse, right? And, you know, what's interesting, divine intervention. When I open, my first name is actually Andrea. And when I opened this book, it said, for Andrea.
Wow.
Divine intervention. I needed this.
Oh my gosh.
I came across the book. I saw a quote from it somewhere and it really resonated. Then I wanted to read it more. And I've been really, really struggling with, you know, the negative self-talk to myself and that thing. So if anyone wants to read this book, you can go to my Instagram. There's a link on there that gives you, it's called the free library. And I put all these PDFs of books, and this will be under, dang it, I don't know the category. It might be under self-help or something like that. But the universe did deliver this book to me. It absolutely did. And so it's a great book. It's a great read. Again, you guys, if you want to, it's called Reasons to Stay Alive. And so that might not be where you are, but there are definitely some blessings and nice things in here to pull from.
Wow. Wow. I got to see if it's on audiobook. I love my audiobooks. When I don't have time to, I don't watch a lot of TV. When I don't feel as if I have time to read something, it's my way to unwind too. I take out a notebook and write with the book that's being read aloud. I'm like, oh, that was a cool tip. Let me write something down. I do. Like, oh, you know, so we're going to close out the show. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me. I'm going to stay here for a while like I always do. But I want to say, as always, without words, the speech cannot be heard. Without a voice, there's nothing to be said. Without sound, it's only left to be seen. And without them all, we're just beings without being a thing. Use your voice to be the light of change. Love you guys. This has been Divine Living. And catch me on Saturday mornings.